Welcome back everyone, and in this video we're going to learn how to master ChatGPT super quick. Now, in order to get really good at ChatGPT, you need sophisticated, well-engineered prompts. And I made a video on the basics of prompt engineering and how to become one. So if you want to check that out, click here. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, if you don't have time to create these prompts yourself, I'll show you a tool where you can create amazing prompts with just one click. It's a Chrome extension called AIPRM, and it's free to use and loaded with quality prompts. And what you want to do first is go to Chrome Web Store and type AIPRM. Once you're brought to this page, you want to click this. As you can see, it has 5 stars of rating and more than 500,000 users. You want to click here where you would say install on Chrome. Mine one is already installed, so that's why it says remove from Chrome. And once you have it installed, go directly to your Chat GPT page. Now, this is how Chat GPT looks without the extension, and this is how it looks with the extension. So as you can see, it has amazing prompts already created for you, which you can use with just one click. Now, before we get into the prompts, I really want to quickly walk you through the entire layout. So on top, you have your public prompts and your own prompts. You have your topic explorer here with a bunch of topics. And the goal is that once you choose a topic, you choose an activity, and then you can basically sort it by top views, top votes, or latest updates, and just look at the list of prompts. Here, you can select how many prompts you want to see per page. Now, the other feature is you can also search directly for the prompt that you're looking for, or I guess the use case that you're trying to explore. On the bottom, you have this nice little tool that gives you the output language, which obviously has more than enough choices. You also have the tone and writing style. Now, the difference between them is something we'll explore through the examples. Now, talk about examples, I want to quickly show you a few examples just to show you how this works. Now, I've selected all topics and all activities, and I have sorted by top vote, and let's just choose the first one. Now, the reason this is at the top is because all of the outputs that ChatGPT will give you can be detected by an AI detector. So let's see if this prompt can live up to the expectation and generate content that can bypass this AI detectors. Now, in order to compare, what I'll do is I'll ask the same article to be generated both by this prompt and by itself. So for example, I'm going to ask it to write an article on the rise of Facebook through its early years. So right off the bat, it's a very detailed article with a lot of things written on it. And as you can see, it didn't finish the entire thing, but I can just ask it to continue. Just to kind of explain what I did here, you have this other thing that comes up once the output is generated where you can choose what you would want it to do further on that. So you can ask it to continue or clarify, exemplify, expand, explain, rewrite, and shorten as well. Now I'll ask it to write the same article, this time without any prompts. As you can see, there is no prompt chosen here. All right, so as you can see, this is obviously not as well written or well structured, I guess, as the other one. I want to show you another thing. Here you have the entire prompt. Now, this helps you actually understand what kind of prompts gets you this level of answer. And I think the part here is what enables it to make human level content. Now, let's put it to test and see if it actually bypasses the AI detector test. So here's the one that ChatGPT generated by itself. Now, I'll copy a part of it because the AI detector I'll use can check up to 1500 words. I'll paste it here and analyze text. As you can see, it has analyzed the text to be 1% human generated content. And this is the problem with most of the AI written articles out there. Now let's see if this one makes the cut. Now let's copy this and replace the content here. Wow, guys, this is insane. This is 100% human generated content. This is big, okay? As you can see, this prompt actually lives up to the expectation. All right, let's look at another one. Now I'll go over here and I'll search email. Now this one seems pretty interesting. It says turn your ugly message into a professional one. Let's just use this for the simplicity of it. Now let's say you're unhappy with a company because the customer service did not get back to you, so you're requesting a refund and you're not gonna change your mind. So what I've written here is in a very rusty English. So it basically says I'm unhappy with service. Apex customer service did not get back to me. I want refund, no change my mind. I'm not gonna touch the tone or writing style for now. All right, so it seems like it did a pretty good job. It says, I'm dissatisfied with the service I received. Despite my attempts to contact Apex customer service, I have not received a response. As a result, I'm requesting a refund. Please note that I have made up my mind and will not reconsider changing my decision. That's pretty professional. Great, so let's look at another one. But this time, what I want to do is I want to use the tone and the writing style. The easiest example that I can think of is of summarization. So I'm going to go up to the search and I'm going to put summary. As you can see, there's quite a few prompts here that'll help you summarize. We'll go ahead and choose the extreme text summarizer. Now let's go over to, say, the terms and conditions page of Google. We'll choose this piece of text and try to get it to summarize this for us. All right, now that I have it here, I'm going to choose sarcastic as the tone. Wow, guys, this is actually pretty funny. Don't get too attached to the features because they might add or remove them whenever they please and even change the limits of their service. I think I'll use this more often to summarize terms and conditions. This just sounds like the right tone. All right, we'll get to the next part. This time I'm going to choose poetic style and I'm going to ask it to expand on this. So let us all bow down to the might and majesty of Google, the keeper of our digital lives. Oh my God. Hallelujah. Praise the algorithm. Okay, guys, this is getting too funny. So as you can see, you can use the tone and the writing style to really come up with interesting answers. And this tool is a nice one to give you some handy options. While all of this is really awesome, I want you to remember the basics of Chat GPT. It can take up to 40 tokens, which means 40 pieces of information or 40 words, for example. And it only is trained up until 2021, which means it cannot really get you more data than what it has. So when you're using these prompts, take them at face value and use your common sense. And let me explain what I mean by that through an example. So while I was going through the prompts, I saw an interesting one called analyze the URL and report all the key points concisely. Now this basically implies that they're gonna go out to the web, read the URL, and basically look at the entire article by itself. Now this is pretty interesting because it challenges so many of the limitations that ChatGPT has. So I was really curious to find out if it actually works. So I'll go over to the New York Times and I have this article pulled up. Now as you can see, you can't even read it without subscribing to it. So let me try and see if it can actually read this. Let me make these default. All right, let's see. Okay, so as you can see, it has given me a lot of information that seems to be from that article and has also put the key takeaways at the bottom pretty nicely. This means it works, right? Oh wait, I have another article here that goes over 3 amazing apps to maximize your productivity in 2023. The 3 apps that the article mentions are Microsoft Lens, Stuff, and Microsoft Edge. Here's where it gets interesting. So if I copy this link and I use the same prompt, okay, as you can see, it mentions rescue time, focus at will, and Todoist, which are definitely not the apps that we saw in the article. So this is what I'm trying to say, guys. You have to be careful when you use these prompts because some of the prompts might give you information that looks legit, but it's completely not. Because on this one, I couldn't really read the article because it wasn't allowing me to read it without subscribing, but it looks pretty good. So it seems like it's probably reading the title from the URL and generating a very generic ChatGPT response. That's all for today. If you like the content, smash that like button and subscribe for more content like this. By doing so, the algorithm will have mercy on me. If you're interested in learning more about prompt engineering, go check out this video next. As always, I appreciate all of you. Until next time.